All right, how's everybody doing tonight? So we're gonna start with getting all the bad stuff out of the way, and we're gonna start on my motivational stuff that I hope everybody listens to. Um, like I said, my name's Tyler Jones. I'm coming straight from Genesee County. Came from the hood, making something of myself. Gone through a lot in life, and I hope just to influence somebody. Um, I'm reading consistently. I'm studying like I'm supposed to. I'm doing everything that I need to do to further myself in life, and I hope that I can influence you guys to do the same. So I just got out of this panel called Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And man, when I was sentenced to that, I was like, man, this is going to suck. Like, I just got to do this just because the court says it. And I encountered a story about a young man, and he actually spoke to us tonight. And it just pushed me to do something different with my life even more, you know. He got hit by a drunk driver, and his thinking capability isn't the same. He was a college student going to college, doing everything that in society it says that we need to do. And now it's harder for him because of what happened. And it just got me thinking about the word being blessed, you know. That word can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people. Like I said before, I never felt blessed. I always felt like I was just given stuff, you know. You don't think about anything when your mind's clouded from whatever you're doing in life. A lot of people are going through the motions, and they don't stop and think like, man, I could not breathe tomorrow. I couldn't wake up tomorrow. I might not be able to walk tomorrow. And a lot of us take a lot of stuff and aren't grateful for it. And I used to be that person. So, you know, if you don't feel like that, feel like that. Because there's a lot of people that can't walk. You know, I was walking in school today. I'm walking down the hallway. I go to U of M Flint, for anybody that doesn't know me. And this handicapped kid hits the handicap button, and the door doesn't open. And this guy's in a wheelchair, you know, or not in a wheelchair, like a little walker. And he's really, really handicapped. And the handicap button doesn't work. And I run down the hallway, and I'm like, hold on, man, I'll open the door for you, because he was about to do it himself. Because what was he going to do? Just turn around because the door doesn't open? And I opened the door for him, and the guy was really appreciative. And before, it wouldn't hit me like it did. And it just makes everything put more perspective of my life. I was going through a lot of things, you know, like everybody else. You feel like you're blessed, but you don't really feel like it. You know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, but you don't truly think about it. And in life, that's what a lot of people do. Before, I always had, like I said, a lot of influential people in my life, and I've heard a lot of stuff. I've had a lot of great leaders cross my path. And before, I never realized it until, you know, recently. I always hated studying. I hate studying. I hate math. And I've realized some people are good at some things and people are better at other things. And that's why there's so much different stuff going on in life, you know. That's why everybody has a position in life, or somebody's doing something that somebody else can't, is because that's what they're meant to be. There's a lot of things I'm bad at. I'm a bad person at math. And I hate math. But I cannot pass a class without being bad at that class. I may not be able to get the concept better than somebody else, but I have to make myself believe that I can be as good as that person. Now, they might be able to do a problem 10 times faster than me, but as long as I find the answer and get to that solution, then I can feel good about myself. Now, a lot of people are thinking, like, what is he talking about? Just think about it. If you tell yourself that you're going to do bad at something, 9 times out of 10, don't you do bad at it? I've gone into so many tests. I've had so many negative thoughts in my mind that I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that. And guess what? I couldn't do it. Now, your mind is a powerful tool, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard that before, but it is very true. Now, 6 months ago, I was going to the gym. I was doing what I thought I was going to do, and it's so hard for me to put on body weight or body mass because of my body. I have the body type where it's hard for me to put on lean muscle. It's hard for me to, or I put on a lot of lean muscle. It's hard for me to actually look big for my size. Now, a lot of people at the gym I go to, or a lot of people in the gyms I've been, are like these big guys. And I always looked at somebody like, man, I want to be that guy someday. And the truth is, I don't want to be that guy someday. I want to be myself. And I've never weighed the weight that I do now. Now, my way of thinking was different then. Like, I was going to the gym just because I wanted the girls. I wanted to look good for the girls, just like everybody else, or every guy. And I just went to the gym not because I wanted to be healthy, or not because I wanted to have a healthy lifestyle. I just wanted to go to the gym to bulk up and look good because what I got with the girls. And man, that's crazy, the things we do when we're younger, because now it's like, man, I want to do this for me. I want something in my life that I can look back and like, man, I worked my ass off to get there. And that's the thing that I'm happy for, is that it's hard for me to gain weight. I have to eat over 3,000 calories, if not 3,500 calories a day, to maintain or even grow a couple pounds a month. A lot of people are thinking like, why, dude? Like, why would you even want to do that? Because I can appreciate it in the end. Because I know that every hour that I spent in the gym, every hour I spent meal prepping, every hour I spent working my ass off to get and look as good as I do was because of my efforts. Not because I'm doing steroids, or not because I'm doing this or that, but because of my own efforts. It's rough. I have a very, very busy schedule. I'm going through a lot of stuff with probation. I have to go to AA. I'm court ordered. I have to test weekly. I have to test monthly. I have fines. I have to work 2 jobs. I'm going to school. And before, I took everything for granted. I'm only supposed to drive to stuff relating to work or school or court related stuff. And it's been difficult. And I had to find in myself the willpower to overcome these obstacles that I'm going through in life. And that's what I hope to accomplish with you guys, or anybody that's listening, is that you listen to what I'm saying, take it, absorb it, and do something with it. I never really listened to a lot of motivational stuff that I've had in my life. It always was everybody else, going in one ear, out the other. You're listening, say you're listening, but you're really not listening. And it's crazy to think that I can look back and be like, wow, man, I should have listened to that dude then. I can't remember a single word he said. Or, man, I should have listened to that person. And now I listen to everybody. And whether it's somebody being mad at me, or somebody that is sad. I listen to everybody as a person because sometimes we just need that person to listen. Now, back to my motivational stuff is it's hard for me to find time to study. You know, I'm court ordered to see a psychologist. I'm seeing a psychologist, and we're going through my schedule, and I'm telling her, like, it's hard to find time to study. And she's like, well, what do you mean? We're going through my schedule, and she's like, wow, you're right. You have to get up every morning and be in bed at a certain time to wake up in the morning to do what you got to do. And she's like, you're right. You only have from this time to this time in the morning to study. And I'm like, yeah, like you thought I was lying. Like, it's difficult. I work 2 jobs. I go to school. I got court stuff. I got an hour at AA every week. I got 20-30 minutes driving to go pee or blow or whatever it may be for court, going to see a probation officer. And it's taken a lot of motivation myself and believing in myself to get where I am. 3 months ago, I wanted to give up. I see my probation officer, and I'm like, can I have time to do this? Can I have time to do that they're court ordering me to do? I said, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to school. I'm working 2 jobs. I was going to quit the other job, but I can't because I have fines. And the probation officer said, you'll figure it out. You got this. You'll do just fine. You'll figure it out. And man, I hated that lady at first, but now I can appreciate it because I'm figuring it out. And it's taken a lot to get where I am now. And it's taken a lot of willpower to do the things that I'm doing. I have a really hectic schedule, but I'm still believing every morning that in the end that it's going to be worth it. And it will be. If you believe that something is going to be worth it, it will be worth it. If you believe that you want to be somewhere in life or you want to obtain a goal in life and think about it all the time, you will accomplish it. And it's weird to say that because you hear it all the time, and like I said, it goes in one ear and out the other. And it took me a while to actually believe that as a person. I've gone through a lot, like I said, and if you watch my last 2 videos, you're like, holy shit, this guy has gone through a lot. And I have. It's crazy that I'm doing what I'm doing. Despite the obstacles in my life, I believe that if I think about it and I want it bad enough, I will accomplish it. And I think about that every morning. I don't want to get up in the morning at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, whatever it may be, to eat as soon as I get up, go to school, study for a couple hours, then go to class all day, or go to work all day, or do a double, but I have to. And if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. And before I got sober and before I started getting into the gym more or eating healthier, I always thought that. I got up in the morning and I'm like, man, I really don't want to get up out of bed. And I hit the snooze button and I didn't get out of bed. And I've got through college barely getting by. And I know I'm not the smartest guy, and I know that I have to apply myself, and if I apply myself, I can be one of the smartest guys. I'll never be the smartest guy, and if anybody thinks that they will ever be the best at something, you can be the best at something, but there will always be somebody that's better, and you can only want to get better yourself, or else you won't get better. And it's weird to say that because we always are told, do you want to be the best? You are the best, or this and that. And it's, I want to be good, but I always want to get better. I always want to be better. Because the moment you stop thinking that you are the best, somebody else is grinding or doing more than you to get better than you. And that's true. And it's weird to say things like this because 6 months ago, I would never have listened to somebody. And I hope you guys listen to me and watch my videos once or twice a week and find some influence from me to help better yourselves. Thank you for watching video 3, and video 4 will be up shortly.